everybody. I'm Chuck.
I'm Gord.
And this is Let's Talk.
Yeah, welcome back.
Another episode here for you. Last episode I was talking about GTA Vice City, and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to whiz right through it. Right?
Glad you brought that up.
And I have not whizzed right through it.
Nope.
Exact opposite. Well, like, maybe it's like the mission after, and it's like with a different guy, though, because you stopped doing missions for like the one dude, now you're doing it for like the guy on the boat. He wants you to take out.
Yeah.
And it's like one of the first missions you do for him, and he wants you to take out like these like he wants you to like go to this drug deal because he thinks something's gonna go wrong, and you have to go and buy an assault rifle first. And like back in GTA, like in those games, like it was usually kind of like auto aim. You press the trigger and you target the guys, and it was really finicky. But on the assault rifle, it went to scope, and you had to aim that way.
Yeah. Yep.
And it was really, really finicky.
Yes.
Hard.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to watch the drug deal, and fucking when it goes bad, you're supposed to kill everybody and protect the two guys. And no matter what, I cannot protect the guys. I try, and they tell you to go on the roof, so I'm on the roof trying it that way, and like then I'm like zooming in on them, right, because it's first person mode. But when I do that, then the fucking the stairs and the ramp I'm on is in the way, and then I can't do it. And then I'm trying to get unzoomed, and then I'm falling off the fucking roof. Then I'm down there. I'm like, oh, this might work. And then I try shooting, and then I'm down there, and then I fail. So I'm like, next time I'm not even going to go up on the roof. Well, you have to. So you go up on the roof, make the checkpoint, and I run down right away, and then try and do it.
Was that when you were in the alleyway?
Yeah.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that one used to piss me off a little bit.
Trying hard fucking times, because the aim's so finicky.
You gotta shoot them from they're like right below you.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. And it's very touchy. I ended up finally beating it, and then played a couple more missions, but then I kind of realized, as much as I love that game, and there's like huge nostalgia there is that old GTA quirky factor to the game where the controls aren't fully realized yet, but that's because they were innovating the way.
Right.
So you can't blame it, and I'm trying to look past it, I'm trying to play the game, but I'm doing maybe a little bit slower than I thought I was going to.
Well, after we talked about it, I went down and I put the PS3 on because I was curious. I did play it, and anyways, but I was curious to see if I remember correctly if it was full screen or if it was. Yeah, it's actually full screen.
Nice.
It actually starts off.
Yeah, and then cinematic.
Yeah, so it starts off.
Yeah, I got
whatever, but then it does go full screen.
That's good. Yeah.
So it's full screen. So I did try playing it for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, and then you can handle it.
And then I was done. I literally I can't take it. I'm like,
that's what I'm saying.
But you know what was that was bothering me?
What?
Was that, every time I was walking, I couldn't get my frickin' mind to switch off my right thumb.
It doesn't work, right?
Yeah, because it doesn't. You don't look with that.
Yeah, it makes
you don't look.
You know,
it doesn't do anything. You can do
in my version. It makes it first person. And then
I think if you go up, I think if you press up on it or something, or you click it, I think if you click it or whatever. But no, it doesn't. Like if you're standing still, I think it'll do that. But when you're walking, it doesn't do anything. It was driving me crazy.
What you're saying, yeah. I know it sucks.
Literally, and then I went driving around, and then I shot a few people. Oh, and then I had to kill this lady in the Porsche. So you gotta make it look like a car accident. So
what?
You hit her and you drive her off.
Oh, because are you further in the game?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably you have to. I've never done that mission.
Oh. Well, anyways, you gotta hit this lady in the Porsche, you gotta drive her. So anyways, I smash her so she drives in between a freaking wall, a tree, and a house. So she's right in between like the tree and the house, but she's kind of pinned. And I'm hitting her, and it won't do any damage. It won't move her car. She's stuck.
Did she even get out or anything?
Fucking stuck. She doesn't get out, she's just stuck. I go through 3 vehicles trying to smash her car. I literally hit her so many times that it wrecks the car. And my car blows up. I gotta run away. And I'm like, okay, well at least if that car blows up, hopefully that'll damage her car. And then whatever, she'll die. Eventually.
Yeah, but nothing.
Nothing. It never even damaged her car even a little bit. It didn't even move. Like nothing. So eventually that's when I just was like, you know what, see you later, I'm out of here. And I just shut it off and walked away.
Yeah, I tried to play Scarface, and I wasn't into that. I played that
still
game.
love that game.
I played a lot of that game back in the day.
Do some coke deals behind it, like.
Yeah, you have to like get it on the right
garage or
on the right thing, right? You have to press the A at the right time.
It was all about time.
So ridiculous. Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game, but it was dated, and I was in the GTA mood. So when I played it, it just made me want to play GTA. I went back to it. The other thing I wanted to touch on here, and it's kind of almost like a mute point, I think. But I mean, for those of you watching, you decide for yourselves. You know, I think sometimes like when I talk about GALA, Justice League and shit, and like Batman and stuff, like I get like, you know, like because I am a fanboy, like, you know what I mean, like, you know, sometimes like my points maybe they get out of hand, like maybe too much like emotion gets involved, and I'm not even like saying the right facts sometimes with Justice League and stuff, and like, you know, like my points, whatever. Okay, somebody's getting maybe like off kilter, but you know, it's fine. So what I want to say though at this point is, and it's probably mute, we live in a different world today than we did when Avengers came out, and this is where people will be like, well, it doesn't fucking matter because Avengers is still making tons of money with their new movies, and that's where it's like, probably, yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. But I want to say it's like it's way easier nowadays to pirate shit. You know what I mean? Like to like, you know, like everybody's got like these Android boxes and these Raspberry Pis and these Kodi TV things where you can like watch these movies without having to like pay for it, right? Exactly. So me being a fanboy, I want to make the argument, oh, that's why GLA didn't do good, is because it's harder for a movie to make money. But then I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, it doesn't matter because Marvel's still making money, because they're killing it all the time, right?
Yeah. Well, people are still always going.
Yeah. See, like those, and then people say, "Oh, those boxes hurt like, the movie economy." Well, do they? When a movie like Avengers still makes money? I don't think so.
I don't think they do.
No.
Like honestly, because like even everybody still buys this stuff. I still.
If it's good, I mean, yeah, like I don't even use those, but I buy the shit, and you know, even if I watch something for free somewhere somehow, if I really like it and I want to support it, I buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, it's like, do you think when these new franchises are getting out though, like, do we live like the economy's different too? You know, like, you know, I don't really remember. You know, like it's a long time ago when Avengers came out.
Yeah.
I know I had more money personally, but that might have been just because I was in a different place in my life. But was the economy better? You know, were people going out to the movies more? I didn't even go out to see Avengers. I never even seen it in the theaters. I waited until it was on DVD.
I love movies. Like, I don't mind going to the theater, but I don't know. I always wait.
Yeah, most of the time I wait. Most of the time I wait for DVD, but like but recently,
Blu-ray.
You know, we go to the theaters more. But what I'm saying, you know, I think it's redundant. But you know, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of whatever.
Yeah, it just
do what you like.
It's nothing to do with.
Either way, they're gonna make money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I think sometimes, you know. What's another point I wanted to say? So I think what we're gonna do today, like I know you want to watch that match, you want to show me the fight, but before that we're gonna do something a little bit different, and what I want to do is kind of like do like a little like mini review kind of thing on a certain album. I was telling you earlier because like Gord here, he likes Rancid, so that's the band, right? Rancid, yes. He freaking likes Rancid. I like Rancid. That was one of the things in like maybe like in the beginning that we might have bonded over, amongst other shit like punk rock and stuff, right? Yeah. So I knew he liked Rancid, and back in the day I loaded up one of his MP3 players with a bunch of songs, but I don't think I gave him this.
Yeah, and awesome.
It's a Rancid NoFx split album, and like Rancid covers NoFx songs, and then NoFx covers Rancid songs. And there's another there's another split album out there called the Switcheroo series or something, or just Switcheroo series, but it's got Alexis on Fire and Moneen, and they're doing the same thing. But we're not going to be doing that today. And it's just a really cool album. Like I listened to it the other day at work or whatever, and just brought back a lot of memories for me of being back in high school, because that's when I would have originally listened to this stuff. And we're gonna play some of the songs or whatever, get into this, talk about them, and you know, see where it goes here. But the one thing I wanted to mention was like I do think I I do think I enjoy Rancid's versions of NoFx's maybe a little bit better than NoFx's versions of Rancid songs, but I do enjoy the NoFx versions. The whole thing to me, because me being like I'm a NoFx fan also, but the whole thing to me for whatever reason seems more like a Rancid album, more so than it is like NoFx, just because Rancid really sounds like Rancid when they still play the NoFx, and you can really hear the Rancid in NoFx when NoFx plays Rancid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think Rancid shines.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think Rancid shines through, not taken away from NoFx.
Yeah.
But this is Rancid here doing Moron Bros.
Yeah, Moron Bros.
I don't know if it's up all the way. It doesn't really matter. I mean, if they can. I don't know. We'll figure out editing and shit, you know? You want to kind of put them in fun talk about
Yeah.
It's all about showing. Just want to show you something. But I really like old punk rock.
Yeah. I remember like listening to Rancid when I was a kid, and what really got me started on punk was like Headstones, and then it went from Headstones and just snowball effect, man. I was just hooked from there on, and then right to Rancid. And Rancid was Salvation. It was the first song I think I heard. Then I was a fan from there.
I don't remember what the first Rancid I ever heard was, but it was probably off of Out Come the Wolves. It's probably off that album.
I don't remember, but
the thing about my buddy Weston Alaki, who's one of my drummers, he's my drummer at 3 Seconds Notice, he really got me into Rancid and NoFx. Because he was like a fucking punker. And he just fucking, he had a mohawk for a while, trying to be all rebellious and shit. He was awesome.
Hilarious.
In his grad photo, in his like grad ground, he had his fucking mohawk, and they made him, I think his parents made him do like a reshoot for it.
I was like the outcast that way. Like nobody really listened to what I listened to.
Yeah.
Growing up. Like other than just a couple friends.
Punk rock?
And everybody else is hip hop and rap and genuine and whatever.
There was like obviously
I was Green Day, Rancid, Headstones, NoFx, you know, Slipknot eventually.
Yeah. Like, okay, like there was obviously people that were like into like mainstream, and there was obviously we had the people into hip hop, and then we had the other people into you know whatever, right? Okay, but like I was like. I kind of liked it all, right? But like when I discovered punk rock, like I really just got into punk.
Yeah.
And then all the derivatives of it, like the emo and the fucking pop punk and the fucking. Then I started getting into screamo and like the more hardcore, and then getting into more metal and just going from there. But like I listened to Metallica way before I really listened to punk rock.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like, hearing from like my buddy's dad had the Black album and shit like that, and not even knowing what I was into. I didn't really know if Metallica was metal or not. I just knew it was fucking cool sounding. But I was definitely like when grade 10 happened for me, and I just around the same time I got into my first like punk rock band or whatever. That's when punk rock and pop punk and all that stuff around that started getting huge. And like I'm not saying the whole school was into it, but there was definitely a big group of kids in our school that was like into the punk and into going to the fucking punk shows, and we had punk shows like every fucking weekend. And like my bands rarely played, but like there was bands that fucking were good and played all the time, and like put on these shows,
awesome.
And we played at some of them, and it was good times. But this, I don't want to I'm not trying to interrupt or anything like that, but this next song is called "Sticking in My Eye," and again it's Rancid covering NoFx. My band, the band I was in, Destined for Nothing or whatever, I'm pretty we covered this song when I joined the band, and I want to say we played it at our first show, but I don't know if we did.
Cool.
But it's a really fun, good song, and every time I hear this song, it just makes me think about being in that band.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know? But I want to make sure it, like, rewinds. Because it's already 11 seconds, and I really love the bass solo at the beginning.
Cool.
I really like punk. Like, I was amazed by how fast it was. Like, I was like, you know.
Well, it's like a lot of it. It's like that's a lot of the music that I like. It's energy. It's like fuck it, just gets you just ready to go.
Yeah, man, that's the thing. It totally does. Like,
Yeah.
Me being like
That's what I like about it still to this day, man.
Me being like an angry, angsty, kind of speedy kind of kid.
Like, you know,
this fucking worked for me.
I'd even be crazy enough to be like the first like real punk rockers, like real talk political and went that kind of route. Were like CCR, you know, because they were like political bands.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
In a way,
yeah.
It's like still stuff that they sung about.
Yeah. They totally were.
But that's what I really grew up on was like CCR.
I did too, because my
really
parents
rebellious music.
Yeah,
So it was like CCR, Aerosmith, like early years, like Sweet Emotions or whatever that album is. Ozzy Osbourne, but like Meatloaf, God Out of Hell. And there was Elvis Presley, but he was never really my fave.
Yeah, I don't know. My parents never listened
Guns N' Roses, AC/DC, but like AC/DC, like Bon Scott singing, like that guy is awesome, phenomenal. Granted, the new singer, yeah, he's good. But I don't know, Bon Scott for me was like number one. And then Tim Armstrong, this guy's kick-ass, man.
Tim Armstrong? Yeah.
I could pick him out of a crowd anywhere.
This next song
Just hearing his voice.
Bob by NoFx. Are you recognizing these NoFx songs or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I just haven't listened to
it
I
know,
so long, but it's on my phone and everything.
This next one's a favorite of mine.
I listen to it whenever like a song comes through.
It's called Bob. It's about this guy that can't drink anymore.
Oh.
He's an alcoholic. Oh, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like, I love NoFx, but it's fine. Their versions are awesome, man.
Yeah. But it's like, I would honestly think it was like a Rancid song.
No, I know. That's the thing. They fucking... I almost forget I'm listening to a NoFx song sometimes.
Yeah, I know. That's the way I'm like...
Yeah.
That stuff.
Guitar solo.
This song could have been on Empire Records. Really, the whole feel of that movie.
Isn't that like a punk rock movie or something?
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever watched
this song.
All my fucking friends watch it.
Totally go into that movie.
All my friends watch that one.
Well, these guys.
I might have watched it one time
at the end of the movie.
But I didn't really pay attention if I did watch it. I don't remember stuff from some stuff from being a teenager. Like, I think I watched it.
Empire Records.
But I was never into it.
It's like the best.
Well, I know. Like, a bunch of my buddies are like all obsessed like you, like that. They're like, oh, it's so amazing. And I'm just like,
I don't know.
I don't think I was ever really.
I'm not really one for those like types of movies like that. Like Dazed and Confused and Empire Records. Those those. They're like I don't know.
SLC Punk. You ever see that movie?
No.
It's a pretty punk rock movie. It's all
Isn't that one that with
some guy does a bunch of acid in it, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, I did see that.
Yeah,
Doesn't it have what's
that
his face from 13 Ghosts? Yeah. That actor from 13 Ghosts, and he has like a mohawk or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't know. He might have been in that Without a Paddle show.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That one. Good stuff. I like it.
But recordings like this It got such a real analog sound to him. No bullshit, you know? It's just I love this sound.
Hey, I was playing UFC 2 the other day.
Yeah, keep talking.
And while I was playing that, I'm listening to music. Well, we're just playing in the background or whatever. And I look over at Tammy and I'm like, what's with all this new music? Have you ever noticed the new music, how fucking repetitious it is? Over and over. The same fucking verse. Like, and then they add like just a little bit.
They change one or two words.
Verse.
And they'll change only one or two words.
You know, like they got like, it's like the same freaking line for like 10 minutes. And then they do like 3 or 4 verses. So then it makes it sound like there's a body to the song. Yeah, okay. And then it's the same freaking thing again with then do 3 or 4 verses, and then you're thinking shit again, and then till the song's over. And seriously, every freaking song, or well, not every song on UFC 2 does that.
I haven't played UFC 2 in a while.
Fuck, there's a few of them, man.
I know the radio. I know what the radio does.
I'm like, holy Christ! Like I shut it off. Like I'm not gonna. Like, I'm not stupid. Like, I don't sit there and just let it bother me. Like, it does. It's not that it doesn't bother me, really. Like, to the point where I'm not going to play the game or anything. But I'm like, I'm more just thinking, like, holy cow, is that the quality of music? Like, that's what you.
It's garbage. There's a lot of garbage out there, man. Well, it's fun garbage. Like,
quality of music is like. Is subjective, I guess.
It is, because there's probably people that are like fucking thinking the shit on the radio right now is the hottest fucking shit going, and they're just like, there's certain songs on the radio. Look, I don't want to get into this too much this episode, but next episode we can dive into this, man. But I want to kind of just cherish what's going on here, and and respect.
Well, but see, my whole point is this is bringing on story going on in here.
Oh, I know.
Like when they're talking,
he's
got the story. He's telling you everything that's going on about Bob,
and it's in
their own little way. And
it's
not like this one fucking song where there's this one song that was on the fucking radio this morning, and it's I don't know who sings it because I don't care because I turned the radio off down as soon as I hear it.
Yeah,
it's. I want to make money. I want to make money.
Oh, it's such a bad song.
Money.
Yeah.
Well, go make some fucking money.
Yeah, just go make it. And stop talking about it.
Some retard bought your CD and helped you make money.
Stop singing about your fucking money endeavor. Just go fucking fuck off somewhere. I'm serious. That your song is garbage. I know it's subjective. Somebody fucking loves it.
I'm sorry.
In our opinion, that song is absolute shit.
I was just like, what?
There's probably people that fucking like hate Rancid, NoFx, and hate my music, and that's fine.
There's some but there's gonna be like that's just the way it is. But like that like how
there's
you know what? Maybe she does have a good voice or something, but fuck, are you dumb as shit?
I guess it's catchy or something. I guess. But it drives me insane. I want to pull a bullet to my brain.
Yeah, okay, well, I don't like that one. But I like this. But we've been talking about music, so that was really good listening to that.
That's cool.
That Rancid and NoFx split, that was good stuff.
What do we got going on here?
We're going to move on to, I want to show Chuck the Stipe Miocic and Francis Ngannou fight. And I want to show him how Stipe just controlled him and just destroyed the hype that was Francis Ngannou. His nickname was the Predator. He came in on a pretty impressive. I think it was like a 5-fight win streak or something, and he had a couple submissions in there. He had one loss. I think it was a loss due to submission. And but anyways, and then the rest of these like pretty vicious knockouts. So
he was the favorite going in?
So, yeah, the challenger was the favorite going in, whereas Stipe, being the champ and being one of the... I want to get this right, though. Okay, so Francis Ngannou was huge on the hype. He was like basically like Drago in Rocky or whatever, you know, like it's just this big hype, like unbeatable, like he's gonna walk through Stipe, And Stipe, I think, I know Stipe was overlooked even before the fight, whatever, and I wanted Stipe to win, and I honestly wanted him to win, not because I'm a huge fan, and if he won this title defense, he would be the first ever heavyweight champion to ever defend the title 3 times. No heavyweight champ has ever defended more than twice and won. Okay,
yeah.
So now it's Stipe's time, and instead of really promoting that before the fight, they were promoting Francis Ngannou. When you could have really been promoting more or less like, oh look, well, this is a big historic moment. Stipe has proven beyond all odds, time and time again, tried, tested, like he's been in some deep waters, he's lost, you know, like he knows what a loss feels like. It's not like he's undefeated or whatever. He knows what a loss feels like. He's, you know, felt it. But just this fight was awesome. But yeah, so this is it. So that's Francis Ngannou right here.
Yeah.
And he knocked out Alistair Overeem. And
he was the favorite coming in.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with these guys.
Pretty cool story though behind him. He grew up in like I think Cambodia in a shovel and gravel
town,
and then got away from that, went to Paris and ended up living homeless for a while, and then got into mixed martial arts 5 years ago, and 5 years later fought for a title. Yeah, I like him because he's just a regular dude. He's not trying to be anybody. He just knows that he's...
So he knows he's good?
Well, it's not even that. Like, you know, to be a champ or to get to that level, you've really got to believe, right? You really got to, like...
And you're going to have,
you know, like that
you're gonna have confidence at
like,
that level.
Like, it's one thing to have skill, but it's... Again, he's got tons of skill. But it's one thing to have the skill, but to have that mental side, like, he's dialed in on that. Like, there's nothing wavering there. He's happy. He's a fireman. He works a regular job. He does 12-hour shifts or whatever on his, however firemen rotate and things like that. You know, like he does all that, and he trains for frickin' to keep that belt.
Does he train and work all the time?
Yeah, like that's his thing, man. Like
he's nuts,
and he's got like I guess like what's his Winkle John? Is that his camp? I can't remember his camp. I'm sorry. I'm having a brain fart, but I'm sure they'll say it and it'll kind of trigger it, and then I can let you kind of know. But anyways, but like with him, you know, like it's a really cool rise how he got it. Like it's really his story's really.
Oh, I'm sure it would have been inspiring.
And I don't want to take away anything from Francis.
No, and you're not trying to take anything away from him.
Like I think, but did he really deserve the title shot, or were we? See what bothers me.
Rebuilding him up. Is that
this
what you're trying to say?
Okay, so UFC has new owners. Okay.
Okay.
And the new owners are like I think, well, anyways, they're based on the entertainment industry, like making movies and things like that. So they're not necessarily worried about the rankings and then necessarily who is number one kind of thing. I know Francis Ngannou, he knocked out top quality people and whatever.
What was his rank though before he got the
smash?
Well,
I think he was ranked number one. Which is fine, but there's lots of fights that are going on, like even aside from that, where it almost looks like we're just kind of going for entertainment value and not necessarily helping these fighters get to where they want to be, or necessarily not even that, getting them to where they want to be, but like fighting who they should be, you know, irregardless of pay-per-view draw or whatever. You know, sometimes we're gonna have those fights where you're fighting two strikers that are awesome, but say like so wicked on the ground or on the feet, but like both like really evenly matched, and they kind of go on a stalemate, and it becomes kind of a boring fight.
They
never really hit the ground. or anything, and even when they do, they kind of get back up. But
still a good
fight,
but you're saying
yeah, I get
entertainment value is not there.
Yeah, maybe
and
the
that's
entertainment.
Why they're not booking those kind of fights anymore.
Well, yeah, because they see that nobody's like, okay, I get it. Nobody's head split open, blood's on flying, blah blah blah, all the time. You know, like, yeah, okay, I like the chaos, and I like a big brawl and whatever. But I also like those technical matches where they do have to sit there and figure out and actually think before they act on every single move. So they don't, it almost becomes that hesitation. But yeah, but that happens on the ground too. You see them and they're constantly scrambling or they get stuck.
You can get really bored when they're on the ground and they're stuck.
It happens.
I get that.
And that's two jiu-jitsu guys, say, or a wrestler and a jiu-jitsu guy, or whatever.
But it's entertaining in its own right sometimes.
Yeah,
so for sure. But sometimes it's kind of get out of hand and you're like, Ref, why aren't you standing them up?
Yeah.
But I know what you're saying, those stalemate matches. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you're saying they're honestly booking those anymore as much. They don't want to book these stupid fucking. These more entertaining fights that aren't necessarily based on rank.
Well, but then what happens with that though is like, okay, it's fine. It's fine to have like the Stipe Miocic and Daniel Cormier fight that's coming up. It's heavyweight champion versus light heavyweight champion.
That's cool.
So like a super fight.
Champion. They do that quite a bit.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, well, that's fine.
Okay.
But like, isn't there anybody like,
What do you mean? Isn't there any more contenders? You're saying? Yeah, I get
I'm sure there's a contender.
Yeah, like why are we just fucking putting champ against champ? I get what you're saying, dude. I
totally.
totally.
Did he run through everybody? I don't. Well, yeah, he ran through a lot of people, but I'm sure there's a guy that he hasn't fought that might be a threat.
Yeah, you make valid points.
Those two.
Oh yeah.
I will never take anything away from him, man. I've liked him ever since the first fight I saw him. I was like, holy cow, because I almost had him. It was actually the first fight. I don't even think. I can't remember who the hell he was fighting anymore, but I know that I wasn't really cheering for him, but I wasn't really cheering for the other guy either. I just kind of wanted to see what happened, and then that first fight, I was just like, holy shit, this guy's a tough motherfucker. But you know what's funny? He actually reminds me of my buddy's brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
In a lot of ways. Like his little brother. This looks funny, but he's way bigger.
Somebody will remind you.
Like he's way bigger though. Like, or whatever.
Machine Gun Kelly in the crowd.
What the heck? I don't even know who the hell that is.
Oh, he's a rapper.
Well, I saw it when I watched this. Or
yeah,
whatever.
he's alright. Like he kind of, like he kind of does some like emo kind of like punk stuff in his music.
Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, this guy's just wicked smart in how he approaches everything. You know, like I don't know.
5-fight win streak.
Yeah.
2 title defenses, tied for UFC record.
Yeah.
Because if he does third, he
Yeah. There's been quite a few like 2, but never. I think Cain Velasquez has been twice, or
Monster Energy.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if Cain Velasquez comes back. I'd really like to see him fight again. It would suck to not see him come back. He's such a good fighter. Just fun to watch. It's just like for a big dude, he's got conditioning for days, man. Like he doesn't get tired.
4 days.
4 days, yo.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Really happy you said that.
Just made me think of that.
Made you think of Willem Dafoe.
Dafoe.
Willem.
Dafoe.
What do you got here? 35, 31, 6'4", 6'4", 246, 263, 80, and 83. 3-inch reach advantage for Francis Ngannou.
17-pound weight difference.
So they're gonna fight tonight, or?
Yeah, eventually. It's coming.
Yeah. He's doing the introductions. Like Bruce Buffer.
Yeah.
And is it his brother or his fucking?
His brother's
the
dude in the boxing.
Yeah,
that does the introductions there. The ring announcer.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah. That guy was classic when I was a kid.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I used to watch so much boxing when I was a kid.
They had him do some WCW bullshit too.
I don't know.
Do you remember that?
Huh?
They had him do WCW announcing sometimes. Maybe even WWF, he came out and did that bullshit.
Yeah, I think he did, didn't he?
A couple times, like for some.
I was starting to think about that. I'm like, shit, yeah.
I think he was even in. I think he was even in that shitty WCW movie. Did you ever watch that with like David?
RCW movie. David Arquette. Oh yeah, that fucking one.
Oh, the wrestlers are bad guys. They're trying to beat them up.
What the heck was that movie
called? Highway to. Oh.
Yeah, because in the beginning, aren't they like septic? Like they're
they want to pay this like.
And then they like roll the truck.
It's not Highway to Hell, but they.
Oh, he's that guy from Bar City Blues, right? Is that the other guy that's with him?
Possibly.
He's kind of ripped or whatever. Like he's a bigger guy.
Yeah.
Well, but short.
Yeah, blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big football player. And yeah.
And he's in that TV show. Like he's a cop or something.
Well, I don't know what that movie's called. Funny, fucking good movie.
What the fuck was that?
Bad movie, but
but see, that's like a movie like Empire Records, just like one of them cult.
Yeah. Fuck, I forget what it's called.
This is a funny movie. Because it was a low budget.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, it cost a lot of money to
try and get them publicity.
But that was good, though.
Yeah.
That was
Does that thing always show up on the bottom? I don't know, I just prefer it. And I can read the stats. Fighting out of Independence, Ohio.
Jeez, even the underdog.
Yeah, Vegas odds.
And I was like, I never understood that. How could the champ could be the underdog?
Well, he can be in the case where they think the challenger is just going to fucking wipe him clean. You know what I mean? He's the champ's not always going to be the fan favorite. Maybe a lot of people didn't want the champ to even win the title. Think about that. I'm not saying that's the case here, but there's always times where like somebody's a champ and you felt like that guy upset.
Yeah.
And then they didn't get a rematch, and then some other guy's coming up to him.
Yeah, like
he's the underdog. The challenger is who you want to win.
UFC I can't wait for is UFC 223. Rose Namajunas and Joanna Jedrzejczyk or whatever. Anyways, that's gonna be a good fight. Rose Namajunas knocked her out in their first meeting, which was like a upset in a lot of people's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Because JJ, we'll just say, was undefeated and the champion and was the favorite, and Rose Namajunas was the underdog and won, right?
So what do we got going on here, Joe?
Well, okay, so Stipe Miocic is obviously the underdog, so they thought that Francis Ngannou was going to come in and knock him out in the first or second round. So Stipe Miocic is a pretty damn good fighter, like a really damn good fighter. Actually, he's the best in the world, really is.
What's his specialties?
Wrestling would be a background for him, but he's a Golden Gloves boxer. Jiu-Jitsu, not one of his I wouldn't say that's one of his strengths though. I don't know, he probably knows it, but he's probably more uses it in defense.
My buddy does Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
It's fun, man. It's a really.
He's got his own
really
gym kind of set up in Nelson.
And Francis, boxing. He loves to stand up, but he likes to knock people out. But he throws heavy. He throws with the force. Actually, your car at full speed. You getting hit by your car at full speed is how hard he hits with that force.
Really?
Yeah, that's actually how they described it and compared it to.
That's hard for you kids at home watching.
Yeah.
And
he holds the record for the hardest power punch ever. So that's like the force of your car hit. So full speed. But anyways, so imagine getting hit by him. So what Stipe does is starts wearing on him. Because see, the one thing about Francis Ngannou, and it's said through, I don't know how many fights by Joe Rogan and Mike Goldberg and any of the fighter commentators that they have on UFCs or even in MMA shows, that the muscle requires a lot of oxygen so you can get tired quicker. Because you need to take in that much more oxygen
for the blood flow and everything.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So you look at the size difference, right? But so what Stipe really does is let him throw, dodges, stays out of the way, stays calm, and throws back when.
I think I've said
safe,
this.
right?
Well, I think I've said this before on the show. I like to go off about my little. It's the chess game.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That little,
But this is like a greenhorn fighting a veteran, right? A journeyman.
I got you.
Like, really, you're not gonna win.
Yeah.
You know, for the most part, right? It's like
Got some control here.
it's like you trying to take on the master.
Getting some points. Oh, I know exactly. I know what you're saying, man. You know your role, know your plays, but he's getting a challenge and he's gonna be put in line.
Yeah. Oh, he definitely did. There's a lot of speculation that Francis didn't train a lot on the ground when he was in his training camp.
Mm-hmm.
He also quit his training camp 2 weeks before and went flying around and went to Paris and stuff like that. And like, do what you want.
When you're on the
I'm not going to knock you. I would do whatever works, because if it worked for him in other fights, yeah, that's fine. But those other fights landed and ended quick.
You need a lot of conditioning to be on the ground. Like, it might look like they're just lying there, but you're taking so much energy down there, dude. Like, when you're like, for the street, for that battle, man. Like,
you
you're
think you're holding another guy that's 200 and whatever pounds.
And you guys are both trying to fight for control. Like, it's nobody's fucking letting somebody fucking, do something there.
Yeah.
And then you're out of breath. You're out of, like, if you're not conditioning and prepared for that, and
when I watched this fight, I literally sat on the edge. I couldn't even sit back. Like, I wasn't even relaxed at all through this fight. It was an amazing fight. Like, I literally just never really said much. Well, I probably did say much.
You just don't even remember because your adrenaline was just going.
Oh yeah, I was just fired up, man. It was such a good fight. Yeah, he does awesome. It was like a really good commentator, like a fighter commentator. It's Daniel Cormier, the light heavyweight champ.
Yeah, you're going off about that one, man.
You know, it is funny because I never really did like
That's what he does now, isn't it? Because then he have to stop fighting or something?
No, he's still fighting.
Oh,
he's going to fight Stipe in a super fight, I guess, at UFC 226, I think. This was UFC 220. What he's basically doing is grinding on him, right?
Yeah.
So we're just trying to keep him from getting his head knocked off. But Stipe just keeps pushing at him. Look at him. He's tired, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow. You know, watching it this time through again here, I was surprised how, like, I'm sure he still can throw a punch pretty quick, you know. Like, don't exert a lot of energy because he's trying to catch his breath right now.
Yeah, it's really exhausting. Like, he's like literally trying to catch his breath.
Yeah.
Literally. Right there, or 12 minutes later.
But even the way he's moving.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like.
Looking in his eyes, in his eyes, and sure, there's uncertainty there, man. I don't see much uncertainty on the champ's face.
No. You know, Stipe, he's smart, man. He's got a great camp, too. Like a great camp. Like a great team of coaches, too. I don't know. He's got it just dialed in. He's got it figured out for what he needs to do to beat certain people. Like, he gets it just, he just figures it out and then executes. Like you'll see here. Yeah, it's crazy. But you also know that Francis could come in and hit him at any point.
Oh yeah, I know. I hear there's that danger of that. There's the danger the whole time. The one good shot, knocking him right out.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah. But he just keeps making them like he engages them, and then he makes them work, and then he backs off, and then makes them throw and chase them. So then he makes them work some more. So he's burning energy like crazy, right?
Yeah. My nose is really white.
Yeah, these two, man. Holy cow! It was like, even for myself, like the way that. Okay, so the way that they beefed up Francis Ngannou, like hyped him up like he's gonna be like the next big thing. He's gonna take over the sport. He's this, he's that. He's like indestructible. So when this fight happens, you're like, oh, you know, So like that's basically why I was on the edge of my seat, because you're like, holy shit, this guy could like literally send Stipe to the moon with one shot.
Mm-hmm.
Like right to the moon.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
And they shut you right off. Well, and he proved it with Alistair Overeem, man. Overeem was shut off, done, out. Like, I mean, toes like this, and like rigor mortis, stiff, like fucking stiff, like out. And Francis Ngannou did that, and he's done it to a few guys, like where he's knocked them out, but like he definitely shut off Alistair Overeem, man. Holy cow, that was insane. So like even Stipe in interviews, he's like, well, I'm just not going to put my head in that lane. You know, I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to fight the way I should fight, whether he's coming at me or I'm going at him. You know, I'm going to do what I need to do to stay protected. You know, like, you know, I'm going to be smart, and I'm going to fight my fight.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to do what I need to do to win. Mm-hmm. And see, well, this is smart right here. See how he's making him, like, it might not be all that exciting, but it was exciting, because it's like, you know, if he got up and, you know, he just keeps pressing on him, making him take his weight, making him work. This is really a smart move. And every time he tries to get up, he just balls him out.
Yeah, he's just getting huge points here too.
Oh yeah, and it's control. Like, look at him. Like he's just about. Like look at. He's just Gumby, man.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh for sure.
Like Conor McGregor all drunk. Like when he comes to the ring, he does the spaghetti arm shit.
Yeah.
It's like all fucking Conor McGregor in the legs, but spaghetti. Look at like his corners. And this is one other thing. Like his corner, like they didn't even have ice packs, nothing to cool him down or anything like that. Like nothing. They covered him in towels. Like what? I don't know. I was watching, and his one trainer, every time I see his one trainer, I'm like, you're just a hack. Like I literally, like, I don't even know who the guy is, but literally just off the, like, my first impression of like what I see in him, I'm like, I don't like you. I don't think you're any good for this dude. Like, you're just kind of trying to live off of him and get rich off of him and say your way's good, but it really sucks.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Because Francis Ngannou, fuck, really, he could be, if he gets his shit together, which hope he does, whew, man, he will destroy everybody. Like, he will. If he gets his conditioning, his wrestling, and he becomes a complete fighter and not just wanting to knock people out with a left hook or a left uppercut or a right uppercut or whatever. You know, when he gets kind of off of that kind of train and he starts wising it up and realizing, like, maybe if I fight a little more intelligently, I could not only be a little bit more exciting, like, well, not even exciting, but just more technical. Yeah, a little more skillful. Like, learn how to get out of these situations a lot quicker, and so that his conditioning is like top notch.
Yeah, that'll come with training though. Like you said,
Yeah.
you said he's like fairly new, right?
Well, he's been in it for 5 years. You know, but in 5 years, so like your conditioning, you've done this for, you know, you should be able to do at least 3 rounds. You know, like that's 15 minutes. If you're training MMA, you're not training for 3-minute rounds, as far as I know. You train for 5. That's
only championship matches are longer rounds.
Well, yeah, they're 5 rounds.
Or what is it? How's it work? Or just long, or more rounds?
More rounds. 5 rounds, 5 minutes. Always 5 minutes. But yeah. But that's like he fights a wicked fight, and he makes history on this fight. Too, right?
Yeah,
So,
you're saying that because
you know,
3 times or whatever.
Yeah. Defends it successfully for three times. Which I was like.
So this goes to decision.
Yeah, it does go to decision. Yeah.
Figured.
But
wouldn't be a hard decision to make.
no, I thought that he could have finished him, but I think he really wanted to just showcase and show dominance.
Got caught there, but then controls him by putting him on the ground and stops the attack.
Yeah, there's one takedown I want you to see though. I think runs him across the cage. It's awesome. Look at that kid. It's so fucking deadly, man. It's just like, okay, the only other fight that I was really like as excited and on the edge of my seat, like, or to the point where I couldn't sit down, was Tim Sylvia versus Randy Couture. That fight, Randy Couture comes out, he like throws fakes like a jab or something, and then he just boom, and he knocks Tim Sylvia down, and Tim Sylvia was a freaking giant, and Randy Couture just destroys him for the rest of the fight.
It's awesome.
It was just, I literally stood on my feet for the whole fight. Like, I didn't sit down. Like, oh, it was like, that fight was awesome. Like, there's been a lot of great fights, like Forrest Griffin and Stephen Bonner. Like, that was a war. Like, that was just that really helped put UFC on the map. That was just a great fight. This one was just great, showing why nobody should even come close to even underestimating Stipe again. Like, I think they do it because he doesn't look like whatever. But you know, those like body types that aren't like totally ripped and athletic are a lot better in fighting for conditioning, because doesn't take a lot of oxygen to fill the muscles, right? So as long as you can weather the storm on the muscle guys, you kind of stay through it. If you're like body type, like say Stipe, where you're not like whatever, he's in good shape or whatever, but he's not.
It requires more oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He requires less oxygen to fuel his muscles, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But still throws hard, still knocks the fuck out of people.
Well, that's technique.
You know, so if you can make it past these, like, look at, they're covering them in towels. Why? I don't know. See, man, like, that's where I'm like,
how cold would those towels even be?
Like, it's still worried about.
It's fucked, man.
Like, where's which gives his conditioning that little bit extra.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure, man.
Just, I don't know. They were. It's just like there was so much that seemed off. Like,
if the towels were like in a cooler or a freezer or something, like, they would be cold. But what are you gonna do? I mean, by the time you run back to a cooler or freezer, they run back side of the ring, probably.
I don't know.
But I don't know. I'm just trying to see from somebody else's angle. That's all. I agree with what you're saying, because they got ice in the cooler.
So
all the ice is right in the cooler right there.
Well, there should be something,
right? So they're why they're using the towel method? And are the towels even cold? Do you think they would be?
Yeah.
They're not worried about swelling, but they're definitely gonna be worried about hydration and fucking heat.
Right.
You know, so it's like, okay, well, what's going on there? Like, what's the technique? Like, why the fuck? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I know it, because every other guy you see them, they throw ice in their backs.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're getting ice. The cut guys in there, fixing water or whatever,
giving them water the whole time, whatever. Not a lot of water because you cramp, but
I don't know. It just seemed like there was just something off on it for me. That's all. It was just.
Well, I understand they're going through a lot of fucking shit right now, man. But fucking the Ngannou, or however you're fucking pronouncing his name, Ngannou, the challenger, he's kind of just fucking sleeping all the time.
He might have had like an adrenaline dump though too.
What are you saying, bro?
Might have had like an adrenaline dump though too in the fight. Like, where got so excited for the fight, like, because it's a different atmosphere when you go to a championship fight rather than like a regular.
You're saying
fight.
he's already having a low, you're trying to say?
Yeah, so he might have, burnt himself out.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that all comes down with training and conditioning and all that kind of shit. All that comes down to. Like I said, he looks like he's sleeping the whole time. Not literally sleeping, but he looks tired. Like he's exhausted, man. He's like, when is this guy gonna fucking knock me out? Yeah. Or when am I gonna get lucky? Or when's this guy gonna make me tap? Like
I know. He's given up. Like, he's like just waiting for the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
totally
you down on your head. There's no way you think this decision is going your way. You've not been in one control position yet.
No, like, if anything, like,
You've thrown a couple punches.
First round was kind of like his best round, like, where he swelled up Stipe there on
Well,
the face.
in last round, I
And
think
then
he
the
almost caught
second
him.
round,
I think it was second or
was
last
it,
round. Maybe
last round.
I'm not sure, but he caught him with a good, like not a great punch.
Yeah,
but
but
you
he,
know,
like, yeah, it's crazy. Oh, oh, that elbow right to the gut there, solar plexus, yeah, or knee, I mean, elbow.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh shit.
No, but that's just more points, man.
Gord. Hey.
And there's just more points for the guy.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah. Yeah, he played this and so awesome, man. Like, I was so proud of him. I was so happy that he won it and made history because he was totally the guy that deserved to make that history. I like his character. I like the way. I like just that he's just a real dude, just a good guy. Just, yeah. Not like fame, whatever. All this blah 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 crap, like flamboyant bullshit. Whatever, all the gold watches, and who gives a fuck? I like that guy. He's a true champion in my eyes. It's pretty awesome stuff. I like this. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. It was like, well, I believed it, but it was just like, I didn't expect Ngannou to gas the way he did.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I saw him coming out at the beginning of the second round, I'm like, like Tammy, I'm like, he's fucking tired.
Yeah.
Holy Christ. Looks like he's ready to fall over.
Miocic or whatever.
Miocic.
Has made Ngannou look like a little bitch this whole time.
Yes.
He's just fucking.
Pretty much. Yeah, just made him look like he didn't belong here.
No, yeah. I get he might have been on a hot streak and all that, right, man? And that's cool, right? Like, you know, but you really know your true colors of whether a guy's champ or not when he gets to a championship battle.
Yeah.
That's where it all comes down. All those other fucking fights, dude, they didn't matter tonight.
I do wish he would have tried more at the end to put out Ngannou, rather than kind of hold him and stuff. Like that, to me, I don't really like that, but I get it. But Ngannou wasn't. I don't think Ngannou was gonna win anyways. But I'm freaking happy that Miocic won. There's one other thing I want you to see and watch. Go to. What's going on here? Yeah, God, he even took him down like different ways. But I like the different techniques that he used to hold him down and keep him down. I don't know. Just his whole game plan was perfect.
Yeah.
It worked out deadly. Like he did everything.
Yeah, showed why he's a champion and the guy's not.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Look at that. Round 4, Ngannou didn't even land a strike.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Can I just go home? Can I please just go home? Give me my fucking belt. This was a waste of time, he's thinking. Fucking show this guy. Put him in his fucking place.
Put Ngannou in his place, and he just put Dana White in his place.
Yeah.
That's the first time Dana White's never put a belt or like whatever, like whenever he's supposed to do it or whatever. Yeah. I don't think he does it every single time, but he's whatever. He just takes it away from him, gives it to his coach.
Yeah.
And they ask him, and he's like, well, he respects me, and I respect him. You know, and he's helped me get here. Yeah. And then there's like a whole big, I don't know if he did it to piss off Dana or because he doesn't like Dana, but I think he did it to give his coach kind of the honor of doing it, because really, like, Dana White, you're the promoter, but really you shouldn't be the one that puts it around his fucking waist anyway. Like the coach or the man, like your sensei or whoever the fuck should put it on you.
Yeah,
they're the ones that, like, you somebody part of your team, like the head of your team. Well, why can, like, he's the one that helped you get there. He's passed the knowledge on, you know. Yeah. Like you did the work, obviously. Like Stipe did the work and earned that belt. And that is his. He's the one that went in there and fought for it. Yeah. Whatever, right? Yeah. But I think it's totally awesome that his coach put it on. But yeah, there's a little controversy about that. About him taking away the belt from Dana. I can see that, yeah, for sure. And then Francis just says, like, I may have underestimated him. Sounds alright. Maybe just a little bit, buddy. Yeah, totally. Yeah, you totally may have. Well,
That's awesome, man. I'm glad I watched
that's
that.
it there.
It's good
That's
stuff.
what I wanted you to see, anyways.
Shows you can't always, think everyone thinks they know what they're gonna, what's gonna happen, and then it's a total opposite.
And the other thing was it was kind of like a Rocky kind of story, you know, because like it was like Rocky versus like Mr. T or Rocky versus Drago. I always thought of it as Rocky versus Drago because they're like he trains at the UFC Performance Institute, you know, like. You know how like the Russians have like a performance institute for fucking Drago, and then
it's all
they're,
high
like
tech
injecting them with shit and whatever.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Them all pumped and hyped up, and then Rocky, who's fucking Stipe, is fucking out there fucking carrying logs through fucking snow and getting chased by people in a Mercedes and whatever.
Was he actually?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
They showed him fucking doing Rocky shit too. The other guy.
No, but I'm just saying.
I thought you were saying like that actually. They actually had fucking.
No,
Because they had the other guy in the camp. No, I know. I was like starting to believe it. It was starting to become a reality. I'm like, this is fucking really happening, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
that's cool, man.
Yeah. But like Steve A's fucking fireman, so whatever. You know, the guy's a good dude. I'm glad he fucking made history and he was the one to do it.
Nice.
And not some douchebag. So
yeah, that's awesome. Good stuff.
I always thought it would have been Cain Velasquez, honestly.
Did what? Do it 3 times?
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't.
So,
well,
but either way, it was the right person.
That was awesome, man. Good show. Good show. Thanks everybody for watching.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week.
Yeah. See you later.
Hit that subscribe button if you guys want to keep updated on everything and get notifications, and hit that like if you liked.
Awesome.
Thanks again.
Right on. Peace out.